wow. There's the things. Oh, those are old ones. What are those? Those are the old ones. Never mind. That's for Ghostbusters. I'm looking at the Ghostbusters one. Oh, Saga Anderson. That's Rose? What? A Mr. Scratch outfit, he's bad. Really does look like Jake Gyllenhaal, doesn't it?
We are live. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, folks. Welcome to the stream. I'm Community Director Eric Pope.
And I'm Community Manager Dork, and I am super excited to be welcoming you back to another Dead by Daylight live stream, and this time on a new set. Check out this set.
It's amazing. It's cozy. It's warm. The ceilings are tall like any great Montreal apartment. I'm probably sleeping here tonight, but thank you for tuning in. And just right at the start, I want you to know you can drop questions in the chat whenever you like, when you have stuff that you see and you want to know more about. Our mod team are excellent. Shout out to Jocelyn, Mandy, and the mods out there. They will grab your questions and send them to us on this little monitor that you can't see, so feel free.
Oh, I had a good question last night, but I don't remember what it is.
But
oh, I guess we want to
we
know.
are here today for what? We're here to bring Alan Wake into the fog.
We want to know if there's an exclusive
we're starting
item
the year right
that you get
with
if you
Dead
buy
by
the
Daylight
DLC.
with Alan Wake, and I am super excited to get my hands on him.
Yeah, and I can remember playing the original back in 2010 because I'm old, and it's amazing. And I was so happy to see the multi-layered Alan there.
Oh, yeah.
The man knows how to wear layers. And then Remedy, defying all odds, 13 years later, bringing the sequel, blowing people away, critical acclaim, awards. So we're just so psyched to be able to collaborate with them on this.
Yeah, exactly. And Alan is such a gaming icon. Like, I couldn't think of any other character who fits right into our world other than Alan. And a better time to, like, I can't think of another time that he would be just meld right in until right now.
It's a perfect time. And speaking of timing, not just yet. At 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, basically right after this show, is when the chapter goes live. You'll be able to grab Alan yourself and start playing. And it's so exciting. But we don't.
The Twitch drops are
want to
Meg.
jump right to that. We've got a whole show prepared for you. So let's talk about what's on tap for today.
Yeah, so we've got a slew of items to talk about today. Alan Wake content. We're going to start off with two chats I had yesterday with some people who couldn't be here for today's stream. The first one's going to be with Dave Rashad, who is going to walk us through how we brought Alan Wake into the world of Dead by Daylight and why the worlds between Remedy and Behavior mesh together so well. Then we're going to take a look at a chat I had with Justin Banks, who is going to walk us through Tome 18, the Rift, and some quality of life changes for the archives. And then we're going to pass this nice comfy couch over to Rose and Kirby, who are going to show us everything they have in store for the in-game store, including the Alan Wake and Iron Maiden collection that we mentioned in last anniversary stream.
Yes, up the Maidens. I am such a huge Iron Maiden fan. And following that, I am really excited. Our friend Michael Nielsen, the team lead game design, will be joining us on the couch live to talk about something brand new to the game, our first ever time-limited modifier, Lights Out. And he'll be sticking around to answer your questions as well after that. And we're going to have gameplay of the modifier with our Fog Whispers and some of our devs. So before we jump into all of this lovely content, we did want to mention to you watching on Twitch, Twitch drops are back. We took a little break last show. They are back now. We're psyched. The plan is for them to be back for the duration when we have more of these streams. And up on the screen, you can see what you get with those drops today.
Yes, so if you watch any Dead by Daylight stream in the Twitch directory, you'll be accumulating watch time towards earning these Twitch drops.
Hello everyone, welcome to the store section.
It's Rose.
I'm Rose Lee, Senior Product Manager on Dead by Daylight, and I'm joined today by Kirby.
Hello.
Kirby and I are both product manager on Dead by Daylight's in-game store. Happy to be here for your first broadcast, Kirby.
So working with Iron Maiden has definitely been one of the coolest collaborations we've done to date. And
can't
we're
wait to
thrilled
see
to
what these
finally
look
be able
like.
to give you a chance to see what we've been working on. For starters, we have 4 different Iron Maiden legendary outfits for killers. All of these have been inspired by Eddie, the band's figurehead, off of images from their many album covers. The Doctor gets his Egyptian theme from Power Slave. The Deathslinger fits right in with art from Stranger in a Strange Land off their album Somewhere in Time. We have the Dredge, inspired by the cover art from Man on the Edge and its album The X Factor. And finally, the Oni was the perfect choice to bring Senjutsu to life.
Those are super cool killer outfits. But what about us survivor mains?
Oh, of course. We've created band T-shirts for all of the
I would
original
have bet
survivors.
every dollar I had that
They're
that
it's a
thing
really
was
cool
gonna
way
look
for
like that.
survivor mains, as you said, to get in on the action as well. On the backs of the shirts, we've got all of the Dead by Daylight realms listed as the tour locations, which is really cool. And a couple of the shirts have something extra on them, but we'll leave you to find those on your own.
Ooh. And I think we also got licensed music this time, right?
We absolutely did. So when
Oh
you
no,
equip
I'm
any
getting
of these
copyright
cosmetics,
struck right now.
you'll be able to listen to Iron Maiden's classic Fear of the Dark in the lobby while you're waiting for your cue to pop.
And when can I get my hands on these?
You'll be able to get them on February 22nd.
Nice.
22nd, okay.
Since announcing the Iron Maiden collection last anniversary, I've been super excited to see players' reactions. But now let's talk about the Lunar New Year collection.
Yeah, you got it. So it's the Year of the Dragon this year, and we've got outfits for Kate and Yunjin to celebrate. For Kate, the inspiration's very clear. She's got a really big dragon around the collar of her coat, which is really cool. For Yunjin, it's a unique color scheme to our Lunar New Year cosmetics, a white and pink that is much more in line with the Korean New Year. As well, the cosmetics from years past, though time limited before, will be making a permanent return to the store on February 8th.
Very nice. Well, congrats on your broadcast debut, Kirby.
Thank you.
Permanent return?
One last note for our viewers. Keep a lookout for editions for Nick Cage, the Valentine's Day, Biopunk, Setsubun, and the Neon Knights collection in the store coming this release. That's it for us. We're passing it back to Eric live for a look at our brand new time-limited modifier Lights Out. Bye.
Will the costume contest outfits join this rift? I think so. In the free track, they should be. Sounds like Lunar New Year events are gone. I mean, at least this year.
Thank you so much, Rose and Kirby. That was so awesome. God, Fear of the Dark. It's such a class. If people don't know it, you're going to be blown away. And I'm so excited about that, for people to be exposed to Iron Maiden for the first time. Mwah, chef's kiss. But before we dive into this, you don't even know who I'm talking to. I just wanted to mention we're still investigating the Twitch drop linking issue on the website. It's traffic. There's just so many of you that want to get those drops. So hang in there. Don't worry. And remember, the drops, it's a whole 2-week period, so you're not going to miss out on them. So just
I'm
hang tight.
63% done with
without
Meg's
further
hair.
ado, let's reveal who I'm talking to. Dork has taken a break, and now we've got my friend Mike. So this is Michael Nielsen, our team lead from the game design team. He's joined us. He's usually based out on the West Coast. He's flown out here to Montreal just to talk to you today about something we're both quite excited about. Hopefully you'll be as well. And this is the introduction of time-limited modifiers with our first one called Lights Out. So before going too deep, first off, what is a modifier?
Yeah, so a modifier is our way of giving players a new way to play Dead by Daylight, but without changing the major structure of the game and what
I like
people
that the
love
team
about
is
it.
all wearing
So,
branded
like
stuff
I said,
from the
we
shop.
won't be changing any of the main structure of Dead by Daylight. So like win conditions and all of that will be staying the same for now.
Even Kirby had
But what we are
Dwight's
changing
dog
is stuff
walker
like
shirt.
stats, visibility factors, maybe some level design stuff. All of that is on the table. And we're starting out by introducing these time-limited modifiers because, well, we want to experiment. We want to throw a bunch of stuff out there and see what players like, what they don't like, and then, you know, commit to something more permanent down the road.
So I heard you use the plural there, so it sounds like this is not a one-off, we're planning more of these.
Yeah, that's the idea. You know, it's all subject to change, but we hope to release one of these every 2 to 3 releases in the future. Over the past while, we've been working pretty hard on brainstorming and just testing and developing a bunch of ideas. We've taken a very blue sky approach, throw a bunch of ideas against the wall and see what sticks. And we've come up with a lineup of ideas that I think are really tight, and I'm just pumped to roll them out. Each one is unique. They have their unique hooks. See what I did there?
Yes, it's a pun.
Yes. And, but, you know, a lot of them look very similar to Dead by Daylight, the normal Dead by Daylight gameplay, but will require you to play in a different way, to approach the game differently. And I would say that Lights Out fits squarely
Lights
in
Out
that
gives
category.
you 150k
Okay, so on
blood
that note,
points.
so I'm a
The
person
newsletter.
with high anxiety, especially when I'm playing Dead by Daylight. Just the name Lights Out evokes something in me. The idea of it being a darker experience is pretty scary. I'm assuming, was this part of the intention?
Absolutely. In fact, when we were first internally testing with these modifiers, this one was an idea that we called dark and scary. Like, that was literally the pitch. Let's create something dark and scary. And that's what we did. It's meant to really ratchet up that horror at the core of Dead by Daylight and the tension that comes with it. You can probably tell from the name that it's going to be dark. And, you know, you're not going to be able to see the killer coming from afar off. So there's going to be lots of surprises. You never know what's going to be around the next corner.
Fantastic, and I think people...
No loadout, no scratch marks, no terror radius.
What's taken out.
No perks, no items,
is there
no
anything
add-ons, no
else in
offerings.
the gameplay that you haven't mentioned yet?
Vanilla.
Yeah, let's see.
That's as vanilla as it gets.
There will be more chests on the map. So you won't start with any items in a trial, but you will be able to find them. And those chests will also give you higher quality items. So I hope they'll be a big help to our players.
No perks.
You won't be able to see the auras of generators, but you will be able to hear them right from the start of the match. And that'll help you locate your objectives. Also, we've only got a limited number of maps that you can play on. So
4 maps,
you can play on Ormond, Family Residence, Treatment Theater, and Decimated Borgo.
Right, and some eagle-eyed people who are in the PTB may have noticed a little change in our main menu. Some people in the chat might be wondering, okay, so this is a temporary thing. Is it the only thing you can play in Dead by Daylight during this time-limited modifier being in the game?
No, in fact, we specifically made it so that this is separate from normal Dead by Daylight. So yeah, in the main menu, there's a new button that will take you to Lights Out.
I'm really
and
gonna
that's
get
got
stuck
its own
on everything.
separate player queue, so you can play.
You won't
how
know what you're
prefer to
getting
play.
stuck on, so that's fine.
Fantastic. So the design team,
4
I like to
maps,
think
it
of as a
said.
bunch of mad scientists in your lab, cooking up all your experiments. And
That's fair.
It's got to be a fun moment when you finally get people play testing things like this for the first time. What was it like?
Yeah, it was tons of fun. You know, as designers, we really look for that moment of just recognition when we know people are having a good time. And when we first tested out this modifier, we found that, you know, there were lots of screams, there were lots of laughs. It was a good time. And that's a really good sign.
Yeah, they just finished going
Hello
over
everyone,
game
welcome
mode.
to the gameplay portion of our stream. I'm Peanuts, one of the community managers.
Okay, well
on
we're
Dead
gonna
by
get to
Daylight.
see them play it.
Today we're going to be checking out the Lights Out modifier, but of course I can't play alone, so I have some special guests joining me.
Oh goodness. It's so dark.
Oh my
Okay, Shattered Square.
god. Wait, that's the
This
Shattered
is probably a good
Square?
time to mention that I'm still not familiar with the new layout, so I'm
Can we look like this all the time?
Good.
It looks
I'll
great.
find my way around.
We have the advantage, everyone.
Also, a reminder for the survivors that you can find more chests in this modifier,
and then the chests have better loot than they do in a normal game.
Better loot in the chests and more chests.
For a medkit, just try looking for a chest, and hopefully you get one.
Hello.
Oh my god. No terror radius, right? So you just sneak up on somebody in the basement.
Playing Legion is because it helps me find people, because I absolutely do not know where anyone is.
I can't see shit. I hate it.
So I saw and heard a survivor.
That was most likely me crying.
Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, there you
Hi.
are.
Are we allowed to look in chests
Oh,
in
wow,
this
I
game
knew
mode,
to mend. I didn't
Paulie?
even realize that.
Shut up, Maddie.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're just doing your gen. all living on the edge. I like it.
That's pretty funny though.
As you can see, there's no progress bar for any of the
Yeah, that's actually whacking me out.
I've noticed that.
But you still
So
get
different.
skill checks, so you still need to pay attention while also being wary of your surroundings because there's no tear radius.
Oh, interesting. It's so dark.
No progress
You know
bar.
what? As an apology, here I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's the purple flashlight.
No gen count.
I'm ashamed. I missed my first skill check.
It's okay.
I think this is the closest hook. No, there was one that was much closer.
Oh, you can't see the hooks either? Oh, that's
Okay,
funny.
I can see the auras, but if I'm right next to them, it's just completely dark.
Yeah, it's
And still
really
tell
dark.
progress from the pips.
They took away hook auras. They're like, they don't want any of us to succeed.
What do you mean, the pistons on the gen?
Oh, apparently. A chase triggered, I didn't know from where, and then I got hit. I regret my life decisions.
Yeah, you judge from the number of pistons that are
Rinka,
pumping
just
how
save it
close
on
the
that
gen
generator.
is.
It's
But you'll have
okay.
to keep track of the how many
my
gens are dying by the noises.
I thought I saw
Did you say grab?
I am so sorry.
Yo, the no progress bar was like,
It's tripping me out a little bit.
okay, I hope you're okay. Team.
I was like, why are you running by me? And let me heal you. I was working on the generator and just came out of nowhere. I didn't hear nothing.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
My heart dropped.
How is this any fun for Survivor?
Scary.
This is how we're gonna solve those lack of killer cues.
I didn't realize this until after, but I
No
picked the one
add-ons for killer.
that can't see blood while using his power. In the one mode with no scratch marks.
You're doing great, sweetie.
That's just the peanuts modifier. You know, when you play against peanuts, it's very lopsided. We need a hand to win this. You know.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Michael going to be terrifying. This looks
Keep
fun.
doing it. You're doing great.
So you can't. There's no scratch marks. But you can track by blood. You can see blood because he was saying when you're using your power,
Turned into a W gamer.
you can't see blood either.
Success.
In
Mission
this mode,
successful.
all killers are Michael.
Oh my god, we can't see the amount of gems we have to finish either. Oh wow.
I did
Yeah.
too. So.
Yeah, so the one thing with generators is that you can hear them because they do start with like, I think it's 5% progress.
Yes.
So even though you can't see them, you can hear them when you're nearby,
Oh.
which is really
Oh.
helpful because as a
Help you
survivor,
find
like,
gens.
how can you see the generators with this
Yes.
darkness?
Now, in theory, could the killer kick that 5%?
We're about to find out because I just did.
Wow.
So if you don't hear generators because I kicked it.
Got it. So I feel like as a survivor, it would be very useful to go around and if you see a gen not making sound, we'll just work on it a slight bit so others know. that
They're
it's
still
there.
anti-camping.
Yeah.
Oh, how would you know when your bar is full? There's no progress on anything.
Oh, perks. Wow.
But you can find some really neat items in chests.
Yes.
Oh my god, they got another grab across map.
Oh no.
They got another grab. How
Another
terrifying is this? You gotta keep your head on a
Stealth
swivel.
Legion.
Oh man.
This attack would be a nightmare, and I'm here for it.
Honestly, it kind of would. Oh god.
Oh,
You know what? We need
help you
Helix.
more.
Ooh, yes.
Helix would become so powerful on this mode.
Chucky, oh
I
my
love
god,
this.
Chucky.
Just imagine any killer. I'm so sorry, we gotta go. Imagine any killer who's, you know, like Oni, for example. Imagine Oni in this game mode. He's just charging it. You can't hear him. You can't see him.
Don't give them ideas.
Oh, I am giving them ideas because I want them to try this sort of stuff. You know, it's exciting.
I can only imagine flashlight saves.
Let's talk about this.
Trapper finally has a
No-
chance.
no
You
talking
can't see
required,
the
it's
trap
very
a
good.
mile away.
Is this because of those pellet stuns?
Maybe.
Oh, you died.
I'm dead.
Well, wake up. Come back.
We will avenge your death.
I think Peanuts is playing killer.
It is surprisingly hard to track people without scratch marks. Until you guys are injured, I might
Yeah,
chase
the
you, but I'll
blood
completely
becomes,
lose
you
you.
can
So you
see,
can hear.
blood becomes very
Yeah,
important.
exactly. The audio is the only thing I have to go on.
Why do I gotta be in basement? Oh dear.
What you doing? Legion's here.
Hello.
Cover. Oh my god. I can't see the progress of recovering. This is painful.
Can't see your recovery progress either.
So does anybody know how many generates are actually done?
Honestly, I think 3.
They don't even know how many gens they've done. There's no
This is
gen
my favorite
count.
part
Like,
of the because
ah!
nobody ever knows. And everyone just gaslights each other and thinking like more are done or fewer are done.
Not the gaslighting.
Pig traps, can you see the pig boxes?
Oh dear god.
Surely you'd be able to see the pig
just-
boxes, right?
I love hearing someone behind me do a little grunt of pain and then hearing, oh god.
Thought I had a jungle gym here.
We got to go.
Running.
Oh yeah, we're at the edge of the map.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Like, you really need to know the maps.
They said not all killers will be available.
Navigate
Did they?
properly because
Yeah.
you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so often I just end up at the edge of the map thinking that there's something there.
Well, if you're lucky, you might get a Z-wall.
Well, we're coming up against the time here. Like,
I'm
did the run of the show
constantly
say?
looking around in panic,
the last thing.
thinking you're there somewhere.
He probably is.
I'm trying to sneak up on people, but honestly, most of the time, I'm just kind of wandering around.
With the dream state of Freddy right in the map.
It's like
That's a good
it's like me
question,
just
too.
like hiding behind something and jumping out, going.
This
"Aha,"
mode's out
but
on the
nobody's there.
7th.
I feel like I can't relax. Like I have to constantly look
Does anybody
around.
play anything licensed here now? No, right?
I hear heavy breathing and it's freaking me out.
We're just living in perpetual fear. Oh, there you go.
I missed. This is so embarrassing.
So on the 7th, we get new Alan Wake cosmetics and this mode.
No!
Can you imagine playing against Trapper
Sorry.
in this mode?
No.
The darkness. Not seeing the traps ever.
I really thought that was gonna be our last one.
Oh no, we're
I think there's one more.
They
one more.
lost
There
track
should be
of the
one
gen
more.
count. They
There's
thought
at
they
least
were
3
done.
more.
No,
That is incorrect.
Because I know we worked on one, and then
I worked
Milady
on
said you
2.
got 2, and then one just popped, so that's 4.
I guess as a killer, I can sort of figure it out because I can see the ores of gens.
Oh.
It is hidden for me too, though, so I have to like actually go out of my way to check.
Oh yeah, killers can count the gens that are around and figure it out, right? Yeah.
so scary because all you can hear is heavy breathing from the killer. You can't hear anything. You can barely see the red stain, but you hear the heavy breathing, and you're like, I know he's around somewhere.
That's what's great. You know? You don't know, but you know.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see the nurse.
Nobody can keep count. I mean, they've had a couple of grabs here now. It sounds like it's pretty stressful, you
Not being
know?
able to properly telegraph your blinks.
Yeah.
For the hundredth.
Why?
Hello?
Why are you there?
Breathing.
Oh, there's the gen kick.
I was standing there for
The
way
sparks
too long.
haven't disappeared right away because no gen tapping anymore. Alan Wake is out now.
Wasted a lot of time, but that's okay.
This mode needs all killers.
You're back here again, aren't you?
Oh my lord. I didn't hear anything. I was
Is
just
the
about to
progress
mention
bar
how it
also
was
hidden
weird
in this
before
game
I heard
mode?
you breathing,
Yeah.
You know, over the generator, and then this time, didn't hear anything.
Hard to keep count under this amount of pressure. Yeah, with the, you have to like have your head on a swivel. The killer could be coming in on you at any time. So
But one of my favorite things is just coming from a weird angle. So like,
no,
from
all
edge
the
of
players
map
were
where
saying
nobody's
they
looking.
couldn't see their progress bars. It's not because of spectator mode.
That makes a lot of sense. Sorry,
Don't mind
TV.
me.
No add-ons
Not
either.
avenge your death.
It's so vanilla. Oh my god. He's like, hi. It's
Hello,
literally
friends.
like a peekaboo legion. Like, whoever heard of such a thing? Look at even. Okay. When does Alan Wake get released on the Steam store? It should be now.
Lupin.
Okay, so here's
Like
my
the
problem.
restart
I didn't
Steam.
you first, so now I have no idea where you are.
Good,
Just
that was
vanished.
the plan.
What a ninja. Wow.
I'm already away from the generator. I don't even know where the gen
Giveaway
is anymore.
time.
Oh man, sometimes I just see like some fog rolling by and I'm like, oh, that's a person.
I'll start the giveaway once
I'm
I
gonna be
start
too
to
long
download
looking
the new
around
patch.
like a hay bale or something, like you're here somewhere.
Well, they got all the gens done.
Oh
We
my.
finished all the gens. GG's.
That's
Nicely
a
done.
nice Legion.
Oh wait,
This
no,
is the
you're...
Borgo.
I think it went back into shack.
Following the blood.
I keep thinking I'm somewhere where I'm not.
I don't know where I am. I don't
Yeah,
even know
you got to
where
be on. You have to be on Twitch
I don't
because
know where the
that's the
doors
way
are.
that the program I'm using
Okay, nobody
will
pallets.
gather the entries. Plus, Twitch has a built-in way to
where I am.
communicate with somebody. There's no like YouTube private messaging to deliver
Just get
you.
out. Need one of
You know,
us
I
to get
would
out.
have no way of contacting you through YouTube. It should be any second now. I don't know if they're holding it because they're waiting for the stream to end or what.
Oh,
if it's not out
dear.
now,
I hope you can hear the
finally, I don't hate the
Oh,
Borgo.
my God.
It should look like this all the
keep
time, right? Get
forgetting
rid
that
of
with
all that
Legion you have to
red
mend.
crap, man.
I was holding my breath.
Get rid of your red filter, whatever you're doing. It should look like this all the time.
The sliver that was left.
Oh, you've got to be here. I heard the gate. Oh, you were there.
Heard the gate, but even the killer
Yeah.
couldn't see where the gate was.
Well done. Good game. Good game.
That was terrifying.
It should be
That
available
gen
now.
grab.
If it's not, then they're holding it until the
thought you were a
stream is over to flip
survivor.
the switch.
I'm just
I
a
don't
sneaky
expect
guy.
gen grabs from Legions ever. So it's
Yeah,
like,
who gets grabbed off a gen by a
Really don't.
legion?
Yeah, that's the fun thing. I like how any killer can be a stealth killer with this.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for playing with me. Really quick before we leave, I just want to quickly go through our fog whispers
out on
again.
Xbox.
Where can people find you? So, Milady Confetti, where can people find you?
You can find me at Milady Confetti on all platforms. That is Instagram to Twitter.
Michael Myers on
TikTok.
that mode
Actually,
would
I
be
left Twitter, so don't
terrifying.
follow
Oh
me
my
there,
god,
and
especially if
YouTube.
he's tiered up in tier 3.
Awesome.
Stealth tier
And
3.
Rinka, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Rinka or Rinka TTV on most socials. And yeah, that's pretty much
I just
where you can find me.
restarted
YouTube,
Steam,
Instagram,
and Dead by
Twitter,
Daylight has a 1.5
all
gig
that
patch
jazz.
downloading. Awesome.
And TVC, where can people find you?
That Violin Chick on almost all platforms. Easiest is thatviolinchick.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
And he
for playing with
stalked
me.
from across the map.
I hope you all have a lot of fun playing this
I mean,
modifier. And in the meantime, we're going to throw things over to Mike and Eric.
Depends
on,
on how much the darkness will suppress that, I guess.
Thank you.
You in the last show is
It's
just a few things have been added.
Thank you very
actually.
much.
So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're not going to go through the entire asset, the entire image, because there's a lot on there. So we're just going to focus on the new stuff. And we're going to start off with the January to March section with Dork.
Yes, so these are all updates that are going into the live game today with the Alan Wake chapter. So to start, let's start with Save the Best for Last, also known as Stabiffle.
Stabiffle.
I love that.
Stabiffle.
So this went into the PTB with the caveat that the killer would lose stacks of Save the Best for Last if the obsession lost a health state
Game
by
mode comes
any
out on
means.
February the
But going
7th.
into the live game, we've changed
Nail
that
gun
so that
charm
the
with
obsession
purchase.
losing
So
a health state by either
buying
a
the
basic
chapter
attack
in
or a power attack
the
is the only way
platform
the killer is
store
going to lose
gives you the
stacks
nail
of
gun
Save the
charm.
Best for Last. This is so that survivors
$4.99
can't
US.
plot, twist, or get grabbed out of a locker or a vault to make the killer lose stacks of Save the
The
Best for
codes I'm
Last.
giving away today
So
should
basically
also
what we did was
include
just
that
remove
charm.
the caveat of by any means. Next up is a killer update for the Hillbilly, and we're really excited to see that players really
No outfit,
enjoyed
just
the
charm.
Chainsaw
Most of the
Overdrive,
licenses lately
system.
have
So
only been charms,
thank you so
really.
much for your feedback there. But we did see that there was
FOV
the most
sliders
notable
just for
feedback being
killer
that
and
the
not
chainsaw
Chucky.
was just too loud. So what we've
Nail
done,
gun
because
charm
we care
from
about
American
your hearing
Nightmare.
and we want you to be able to play the game safely, we've made some adjustments there so you can continue chainsawing throughout the map without any issues.
Fantastic. Now that we've covered today's update,
Hillbilly's
let's look at March to
chainsaw
April,
volume is
see what you can
reduced.
expect in the future. So in our next PTB, you'll get to test a bunch of this stuff. A lot of tweaks centered around number buffs for some of your favorite killers. One new thing here is Mangled. So the Mangled update will focus on adding a timer. to
Don't
the
take
status
away my
effect, which
chase hag,
allows,
please.
Sloppy Butcher perk, as well as add-ons that are associated with it to remain useful while still creating, opportunities for counterplay for the survivors and give them more decision-making ability. And that's it for that section of the map.
Yeah, so now we're going to look at April and June. So following that, we'll have the long-awaited update for the twins, and this is going to be coming sometime in spring or early summer.
web improvements.
We're looking forward to reacquainting the community with the twins and making the gameplay more engaging and more interactive for everyone inside the trial. And finally, we'll have some general notes just to close some things out. So for the Blight,
Haddonfield map
moving into
update.
the live game today, we'll be
Can you put the
continuing
golden
to
toolbox
monitor
in?
the add-on changes that we've made for the Blight, as well as reassessing if there needs to be any base kit changes, and if so, where. Next, you'll probably see that we had on the graphic, Adrenaline was added
Haddonfield
to
update
one of the
before
perks
the
that
swamp.
we're thinking about changing. This is just because we're trying to keep an eye on it, as well as some other perks, to see if we need to make any minor changes to make it more in line with anything else in the game. But that is it for our future design updates.
Yes, and that's also it, basically, for today's show.
Future.
It went by in a breeze, at least from my perspective. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. It really means a lot to us that people tune in and watch these things. We like
Absolutely.
putting these shows on for you. It's a ton of work behind the scenes that you don't get to see, so I want to shout out everyone back there
New
who made this show
merch.
happen, and everyone online as well. So for more details on Alan Wake, the update roadmap that we just shared, the new cosmetics that Rose and Kirby talked about, or anything else, head to deadbydaylight.com. We've got everything and more for you.
Yes, so now as we're closing out the stream, though, we're going to go ahead and raid Ghost Arcade, an amazing Fog Whisperer.
All right.
So
Okay,
please
so
do be
we're
kind
going
and
to cut
courteous
this,
in their chat,
and we
we'll see you
will
in the fog.
get
Bye.
ready
much,
to do
everybody.
the updating then.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life